It's your boy Hash. I'm in the building. DJ Los, Noah on the drums. We represent Denver hip hop. Shout out to Drop 303. Let's get it. Yeah. If you ain't living, homie, what you doing? Yeah.
We were stuck in the life.
We're stuck in the life.
Now we doing it right.
Look, it said coward dies 1,000 deaths. I'm not a coward, so I cherish each and every breath. From the highs to the lows to the lonely roads. The biggest dogs tuck their tail whenever they exposed. The toughest people in your circle be the first to fold. Rap racing to the finish like he chasing gold. Always talking like he pimping, but he saving those. I'm only focused on the grind, brother, chasing goals. I gotta keep my stuff in line, I got expensive taste. Homie smoking on the best, I buy expensive Ace. Smoking jets, roll them up and take them to the face. I'm on the beach with a baddie feeding me grapes. It's like no matter where I go, they recognize their face. It's hard to hide when you admire to recognize it's great. But in my mind, I'm designed to reach a higher place. Life is good when the family's straight. Yeah, from the highs to the lows, we was lost, not knowing where to go.
We was stuck in the life.
It's from the days we was broke on the block when the money came slow.
Back when money was tight.
It's like I'm always on go, on the road, getting paid for a show.
Now we doing it right.
I pay my way with the flow, they gon' hate cause a brother getting choked. Yeah. We gon' switch it up.
Cadillac, drop shit moving, drive around blasting my music.
I'm in my bag.
Baby, let me see you pop that booty. Hit it while I'm wearing my jewelry.
Keep the thing moving.
Bend it over, bust it open for me. Bend it over, bust it open for me. Bend it over, bust it open for me. Bust it open for me, bust it open for me.
If I want it, I'ma put it in the bag. She bend it over, bust it open, throw it back. Couple kids, stretch marks on the stomach. Tiger stripes on the booty, and I love it. New Benz, top down for the summer. Hate my guts, but she love it when she ain't ask me for a dime, no sucker. Missed the hit it one time, then I blocked the number. Gray sweats, Gucci slides, and a white tee. Missed the right place and time, who I might be. I heard you must be out your mind, you don't like me. Shorty sleeping on her like a pipe dream, yeah.
Cadillac, drop shit moving, drive around blasting my music.
I'm in my bag.
Baby, let me see you pop that booty. Hit it while I'm wearing my jewelry. Keep the thing moving. Bend it over, bust it open for me. Bend it over, bust it open for me. Bend it over, bust it open for me.
And we gonna keep it moving. Since we got him in the groove for the ladies, what we got next, Large?
Your smile, your style so intoxicating.
It's so intoxicating. Let's go.
What I'm searching for.
Remember back in the days, the love letters I was passing your way. The baddest biddy in the school, the brother really had to gather the strength. Forget rejection, I ain't know what you think.
Let me know what you think.
Cause you the only one I think of. I'm really hoping we can link up. Infatuated with my lifestyle, I'm doing my dirt. I buy you bags cause I'm moving to work. You look good in that shirt, girl, you killing the pants. I pat myself on the back for even taking a chance. At first glance, I'm thinking about romance. I'm not the average brother, just trying to get in your pants. Screaming, give me a chance, she acting like she don't hear. Just wanna show you how I feel to have somebody who care. I'ma treat you like a queen, girl, I solemnly swear. Long as you on your dean and you cover your hair, I'm trying to keep it her lap.
Reminiscing in the night,
hey.
Trying to figure how to see you more. Tell me, is this feeling right? Cause you got me coming back for more.
Yeah.
Cause your smile, your style so intoxicating.
It's so intoxicating.
You're my major, cause you're my favorite.
Last one, y'all. I'm about to take a seat for this one, man. It's the drop, 303. Hash got bars. Started running, hella fast forward. Told my girl to get ready, grab that Louis luggage and passports. It's first class when I'm jet boarded. Vacuum seal the pack transported. Close the curtain, lean the seat back, getting airhead like good lord. I'm still thinking about last night. Louis bag, she act right. Them bills paid, got great necks, and we taking trips, yeah, that's right. In my past life, I forgot about it, cause the future looking so bright. Had a plan to buy my old block back, now I got a bag, I just might. But my mama crib like that's light. Anything she wants, she get twice. Got 30 bands on each arm, presidential rollie, no ice. I ain't coming down on my price. I won't sell my soul for no likes. Play the crap table from a different angle. Snake eyes might cost you your life. And we did what we had to. They used to call us bad news. New passports, need tattoos. Got a bad chick, no attitude. Penthouse with the beach views. Private chefs when we eat food. Cigar smoking with the robe on a phone call, talking bag moves. Yeah. DJ Large. Noah Corey on the drums. It's your boy Hash Got Bars, and we on the drop.
104.7 The Drop is Denver's urban alternative. My name is SugaBear.
I'm Lamali.
And it's Community Corner. You know, we highlight so much talent in this city, man. There's so many artists out here doing some great things. And today's guest, man, I seen him perform once, and I've been following his journey ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hash. What's up, bro?
Yeah, what's good, y'all? SugaBear and Lamali. Nice to see y'all.
Thank you for being here, man. It means a
Thank
lot.
y'all for having me. It means a lot to me as well.
I know you're originally from Virginia, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been in Denver?
I've been in Denver since 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is home for the most part.
Yeah, it's home for the most part. I lived here longer than I lived anywhere.
Okay.
At one point in time.
And you got your roots here, and then your artistry. Did you start rapping when you was in Virginia?
I started rapping in Virginia, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. What was that like growing up? Was it battle rapping, or was it like you was just young Hash trying to make it, seeing you trying to figure this thing out?
I went through all those phases. At first it started, I was young Hash just trying to figure it out. I was a shy kid. So what I started doing was I started writing and picking instrumentals from my father's vinyl.
Oh, wow.
Because he was a DJ as well. And I remember the maxi singles would come with the instrumental on them. So I would write the tracks and I would give them to my little brother and my little cousin and make them perform it. So I started off producing first.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And then it turned into, I got a little something. Let me do this.
Yeah. And then I did a talent show at the Potomac Mills Mall in Virginia for a Martin Luther King holiday in 5th grade. And that's when it began, me being the artist in front of the camera, you know what I mean, on the stage.
That's when it started.
Yeah.
Has Hash always been your name?
Nah, but...
Because there's usually artists always have other names, right, prior to this.
Nah, my first name was Awesome Hashim. Hash is short for Hashim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome Hashim.
Awesome Hashim.
That's what did you call it?
What? Notable quotable? No.
Yeah.
What
okay.
do you think?
It doesn't matter. It's good.
No,
Affirmation.
You're doing your thing.
You're
now,
awesome.
So.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was elementary school, Awesome Hashim, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's where it started. That was the first name.
Nice.
That's awesome. So do you think, have you seen, because you said you started as a shy kid.
Yeah.
But you can't really be a shy MC.
That's right.
Definitely not. Definitely
So
not.
how has music and performing helped bring you out of your shell? And does that translate to real life?
I feel like once it comes to, like, creating the music and performing, like, I'm, like, this different person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I get on stage, there's no fear. I'm not scared of, like, nothing. I'm looking people in the eyes. It's just I'm up here doing, like, what I'm meant to do.
Mm-hmm.
But then I go back to my normal everyday life, and I'm laid back, low-key, more of the shy type guy. You know what I mean? And I think my faith probably made me like that at a young age, you know what I mean? Just being real deep embedded into my faith as a youngster, and certain things we weren't allowed to do, like lower your gaze when you see a woman walk by, not hugging or shaking hands with women, you know what I mean? Things like that just made me like a shy kid. So I think a lot of that is still present in my everyday life today, but when I'm on stage, you know what I mean, that's where I get to, like, not be shy and vent, you know what I mean, and let my hang.
And the beats come out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I love that.
In your music, is it like, because like I'm kind of shy too, but I keep having these jobs that don't allow me to be shy, right? So it's like that MC, right? Who I am on air is who I am, but not exactly all of it. Is it that same way with you when you're performing? Like, is Hash totally different from Hashim? Or is it like a part of you, but do you keep some of you to yourself, I guess, you know?
Well, that's that. I think the music, it really came about, the writing was because, like, you know, certain things that you go through in your household, like, depends on where you grow up and how you grow up. You're not allowed to, you know, you can't go to school and say certain things. Somebody might get arrested, you know what I mean? And everything. So, like, the music is how I vent, so that is me. You know what I mean? Because mainly I speak on, like, things that I've been through, you know what I mean? A lot of my thoughts, just a lot of things that have transpired in my life. So it's definitely me on the stage. It's just the part that people don't get to see because I don't make friends with a lot of people. There's not a lot of people in my circle. More laid back. You know?
And I kind of noticed that following your social, like, you really like a laid back dude. At least that, you know, like, you kind of stay to yourself. You're not all out in the streets like that. When it's time to go, when it's go time, you do your thing.
Right.
I want to talk about, you mentioned your faith, and I'm noticing your necklace right there. Can you explain to our people who are viewing this right now, your necklace is what that means, and also your faith, what that means to you and your artistry, and how you incorporate it in, I mean, because the man of who you are, right, that's Hashim.
Yeah.
And the artist of Hash, right, the religion, it's a duality there.
Yeah.
Talk about that and how it plays an important part in what you create.
Well, the necklace, that says Allah. This one says Allahu Akbar, God is great.
Beautiful.
Allah is, you know, the Arabic word for God.
Yes.
And a lot of people get it misconstrued, like it's a totally different
Thanks for
deity,
explaining that,
you know
yes.
what I mean? So I always got to say that.
Yes.
But I think, like, my faith as far as with the music, it keeps me on track to, like, I have the right reasons for being here. Because I'm an artist. I'm not chasing, you know, the things that people chase. I'm not out partying, doing these different things. I'm here just for the art, you know what I mean? And the biggest thing for me, like, mixing my faith and the art is, like, a lot of people who are, like, thinking about wanting to become Muslim, you know what I mean? They feel like they can talk to me about it because they can relate to me. And it's helped me be a tool to help them, you know what I mean, find their place in the faith as well, you know what I mean? So, but I think it just keeps me on track, and it just keeps me focused on and being here for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I am an artist. Like, people call themselves artists, and I don't truly believe everybody's an artist. But I am an artist because this is something that, whether I make a dime or not, I'm always going to do this.
I love that.
You know what I mean? I can't sleep when I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? It haunts me. I don't have ulterior motives, except for this is what I was born, this is what I was put here to do.
No plan B, this is it.
Yeah, that's it.
Love it.
But that's an artist.
That is an
You got to
artist.
commit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
I never make it nowhere and I die a starving artist, I live my life the way I was supposed to.
Yeah, but you're not starving, though.
Nah, definitely not.
You're not starving, though. You're rich and with friends, and, you know, this is a richness that, you know, right now, this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry. I lost my train of thought. How do you see, like, your music, how is it received in the community?
You know, very heartfelt.
Yeah.
Because I've had, and not just one occasion, I've had several occasions. Like, for instance, I was rehearsing at Vinny's house, and his roommate came downstairs, tears in his eyes, crying, grown man. After a couple shows, I can remember, just off the top of my head, like, grown men crying to me, telling me, like, yo, like, I felt that like, really hit home. And those are the interactions at these shows that mean the most to me. It's not the girls, you know what I mean? It's not this or that. It's the, you know, those true meaningful, like, I have 40-minute conversations with these people afterwards because they just, one guy told me he just couldn't believe, like, what he was seeing. Like, I just can't believe I witnessed that. You know what I mean? Like, that show you came to, the one I, you know, called you guys out on the stage.
Yeah.
I walked out to the entrance, the head of security out there, you know, he sees thousands of people, you know, top-tier artists, independent artists, local artists come through. And he said, he was like, I've seen a lot of people come through here, but you got something. You know what I mean? Those are those meaningful interactions. So I think my music is well-received because it's just something that, like, real life, everyday people can relate to.
Isn't that what's so interesting is like you say your writing is just like venting. So it's very personal, but at the same time, like it's so relatable. Like we're all
going through
Yeah.
something.
We're all going through something.
We're all going
Yeah.
through something.
and you can hit that even if you're just talking about your experience.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah. And that's what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? Spread the message. You know what I mean? Be relatable.
And you know the climate that we're in right now. We won't get too deep into it, but there's a lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
And so, there's a lot of artists can express themselves through their art. Are you doing that same thing with some of the messaging so that you can make people aware? There's an awareness, right, that some people may not have. And I mean, from what I've observed, you have an awareness about what you say anyway. But how much do you feel like that is more important now and more crucial now with the climate that we're all in now?
It's very crucial now, and I take that responsibility as an artist, like, to the heart, you know what I mean? That's why I've made songs like I made, like, Free Palestine, you know what I mean? The whole song about that, and always bringing awareness, you know what I mean, to the things that need to be brought awareness to. And I think that we need to use our platforms, even if people feel like their platform is a small platform. If you got 100 people following you, you know what I mean? Educate those 100 people about what you know, because then it perpetuates, because then they tell 10 people, each 100, you know what I mean? So it continues to spread like fire, you know what I mean? So I think people need to take that. And then, it's not only just the worldly events. You got, like, what's happened to the art, you know what I mean? Like, it's all about sexualizing everything.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Like, let's get back to something real, you know what I mean? Like, let's get that real feeling. Let's get that old thing back.
Oh, let's get that old thing back.
Yeah, or even the ways that like technology has impacted music and art. But if you're coming from an authentic, vulnerable place, that's got to be like weird. How do you embrace it, but also not fight against it, but like push back, I guess.
It ain't no fight. ChatGPT can't replace authenticity. People can write their raps through ChatGPT, you know what I'm saying? But that can't replace what we feel in our hearts, you know what I mean? That doesn't replace the human feeling, you know what I mean? So I feel like there is no fight. It's just like the real ones is going to gravitate towards that real feeling.
To the real stuff.
Every time.
Yeah. Good point. I want you to fill in the blank thing for me, Hash. My artistry is not complete without blank.
My artistry is not complete without love. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like without feeling the love, without spreading the love. You know what I mean? Because that's what this world needs. That's what this world is missing.
Yeah.
Is a lot of love, you know what I mean? So, like, and I ain't on no brother love, no Diddy stuff.
No,
you know what I
we
mean?
ain't talking about that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No,
but
genuine
like,
love. Yeah.
But like, just genuine love, like the love, like, that you feel from the people who listen to you, and the love that you shell out. You know what I mean? So many people want love, but they don't want to give it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
You got something?
Yeah, I love that. Well, just tell us where you can find us, we can find you.
Man, you can find me everywhere. #Bars. Instagram /#Bars. Twitter /#Bars. HashGodBars.com. Bars everything.
What? Real quick, the dollar signing is your name. What's the significance of that?
I'm just the old school hustler.
That's
you know
old
what I
school.
mean? Yeah.
I like that.
I'm just the hustler.
That is an old school thing.
Yeah.
And then one more thing before we get up out of here. Do you take care of your mental health? We are advocates around here for mental health. Is that important to you? How important is it? And does it play a part into, your artistry as well?
Man, that plays a huge part. Like, I call my friends on a daily basis, like my small circle that I'm close to, and that's one of the questions I ask, like, how are you doing today? How's your mental health? You know what I mean? I'm a big proponent on mental health, taking care of your mental health, because, I mean, that trickles down to a whole. It's not just doesn't just affect the individual. It affects our children. It affects our loved ones. It affects our family. You know what I mean? It affects a stranger that you might see on the street. Because I tell everybody every day, like, a smile can change the trajectory of somebody's day. You know what I mean? So we need to be cognizant. And it all starts with yourself. Just like they tell you when you get on the airplane, if the plane starts going down, what do? That bag drops out, you put yours on first. And then you can help somebody else, because you can't help nobody else if you can't help yourself.
Hash got bars if you didn't know.
Hello.
He just gave you one. Hash Got Bars, man. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a fan of what you do and your art, and so keep doing it, keep pushing. And this is your home, man. You can come back here anytime.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Community Corner, man. It's another one. SugaBear Lamali with the homie Hash on 104.7 The Drop.